This is how I know my brain is sluggish, is that I started walking and the walk, well, technically this is the quote-unquote run speed, but it was too fast for my brain. It took my brain a second. I was like, oh. Oh, okay. You will find that there's a lot of preconceptions about wraiths, so that if you could be a cool, chill wraith, you will make a lot of people happy. Let me tell you what. Because unfortunately, those preconceptions are true 9 out of 10 times, and then you find the one wraith who's like really chill. And by chill, I don't mean lets you go. I just mean you have a good game with, and you don't feel like, and you feel like you actually got to play it. I like playing against Nemi. Oh, I never looked at that sign. Attention. Yeah, something or other. Thanks for understanding. Okay. I'm gonna get some of this office furniture out of here so we can get it burned. Nurse. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, because Nurse was built in the early days of DVD. She was the first addition to the game. Because originally there were 3 killers, right? 3 killers, 4 survivors, and then they added the Nurse and Nia, right? Nia was the survivor they added at the same time as Nurse. Yeah, I love a good Nurse. Like, there's a sweet spot for Nurse. If they really don't know what they're doing, then you feel kind of bad, and it can be very frustrating for them. I bumped right into that. I'm gonna try to put this in this bin instead. But a Nurse that really knows what they're doing is pretty much impossible to play against, and you might as well just DC now. It depends. It depends. It depends. If they're a slugging Nurse, then I will absolutely just, like, take the piss for as long as I can, and then just, like, take myself out on hook, because I don't want to play. But honestly, it's funny. Skull Merchant's actually far worse, even though Nurse is the one that breaks the system. I will, if I sense 1 ounce of BS from that Skull Merchant, I will just... Well, depends on what their attitude's like. Sometimes I'll play it and then just, like, take myself out of the game. And sometimes I go out of my way to just make their life a living hell and then DC on them. I'm not gonna lie, I'm super salty and petty when it comes to Skull Merchants. Because it's very rare I encounter one that actually really wants to play the game. They just... Oh, I stepped in something. Wait, yeah, okay, there we go. Boo! Thank you, I will take a look in a little bit. Alright, hang on. I'm still making footy prints. I would rather go up against a Nurse than a Skull Merchant any day. I'm also, my weird quirk with DBD is I am the Nurse Whisperer. If the Nurse can be charmed, I will charm her. Whether I mean to or not. I cannot tell you how many nurses have let me go over the years. It, like, makes no sense, but it's the truth. I like a good Nemi. I always roll my eyes when they play Plaything, because I can still hear their big old boots coming. Not that it makes it does still make it more difficult to mind game with them. I just find it funny. I'm like, yeah, I can't hear your music. That's actually really cool. But dang, can I hear your big old boots? Alright, let's see if I can slide this one down the side. Seems kind of like a no, huh? Let's put this one in here instead, maybe? What the fuck? Well, that was strange. This one is like, it really refuses. I'm used to these little pieces like going right down the side, no trouble. Even if they're the curvy bits. But man, this one did not wanna. Chunks! So I went up against a hunter who's terrifyingly skilled. She was sniping people with hatchets from nearly across the back. Ah, yeah, because it does take a little while. So here's the thing. So like with Killer, so you have an MMR that is, it's your MMR across all your characters on either side. But then especially with Killer, you also kind of have a certain amount of individual MMR because you might be like better with one killer or another. So they, you know, they know better than to, you know, if you're really terrible with Spirit, but you're awesome with Nemesis, they want to make sure that, you know, you're matched up properly. It only sort of works. I consistently, despite how little I play Killer, I still... This is a bomb. I should probably put this in water, huh? Stand by. Why did it go off? Why didn't it start beeping when I touched it? Okay, well, everything's fine. We just have to clean up. It's fine. Got a scorch mark. How's it going? I mean, he still is super, like, powerful. I wouldn't say he was OP. They tweaked his hitboxes a little bit, and then they retweaked them. Oh, but this did happen. Whoops. Wait. What is this? What body chunk is that? Or is that just the rock? Huh. Okay. Here. I was gonna put it in the water and then suddenly it started sparking. Vector and a system check too. Awesome. Yeah, from what I understand, so like I came in after the MMR change was made, and unfortunately it seems like the old way they used to set up matches might have worked a little bit better than the current way, but I mean, there's no going back now, right? They've already changed it up. I'm tired. I was telling everyone I was fine, and then, yeah, a little while ago I suddenly got really sluggish. I was all like antsy, like I almost started, hello? Where did hello? I would like to throw this in the incinerator because I don't use brooms. How do I... Okay, whatever. I don't think it's a sleepy thing. I got plenty of sleep. I don't think it's a sleepy thing, but I will do my best to... How about you, Soda Can? Can you get on the side? There we go. I will do my best to stay rested for sure. I'm trying to think who my nemesis is when it comes to killers. Like, Skull Merchant doesn't count. She's everybody's nemesis. Everybody hates her. I'm trying to think. It's funny, Deathslinger's the closest thing I have to, like, a main and killer. And I actually... I either run them really well, or they get me in 2 seconds. There's, like, no in between. No, you don't sound patronizing at all. Don't worry about it. This is a threat! No, not at all. No worries. I know you guys just... Everybody try to take care of yourselves. It may have even been something where it was like, I was still hungry after I ate. So I made another little snacky thing, and like, I don't know, maybe it actually ended up being too much, and my body was like, okay, now I'm too full. I don't know. Woo! Almost kicked those buckets. Luckily they're clean buckets, but... Freddy or Michael? I like Michael's movies, really some of them, but Freddy is maybe a more interesting character. Let's see, how's the Viscera cleanup been? Hey, Siga! Sorry I missed your message. We just got started. I set off a bomb on accident. I'm not sure about the biohazard material. I can't remember if I am supposed to get rid of it, because it's been so long, and I don't even think I even knew back then. Like, the barrels, I know the barrels go where the barrels go, and the crates go where the crates go. But does the nuclear waste go in the crate zone, or do I try to throw it in the furnace? Like, it seems counterintuitive, but maybe I'm supposed to? You never know. Alright, we'll take these across the map in a little bit. Friendly ghost faces are the best, because, like, you can have, like, a totally real match with them and have them still be friendly. Especially if they catch on the, like, I always get sad when a ghost face thinks I'm being dumb, and I'm like, no, I was trying to play peekaboo with you. I was trying to play peekaboo with you and you didn't get it, but that's fine, like, you're not required to play peekaboo with me. Yeah, we're talking about DVD. Right, yeah, I mean, they went some weird places with Michael. But, like, I mean, they went some weird places with Freddy, too, and tried to make him, like, extra gross in the remake. Which was super unnecessary. Like, that actor did a great performance. He did a... what's his fucking name? He did a fantastic Freddy performance. I was just always very angry that they decided to be like, no, he really is totally a pedo, and it's like, no, the whole point is that he wasn't. He's just a fucking evil, like, kitty murderer. he's, you know, he's a bad guy. I mean, I think they only did the one remake, right? Oh my goodness. Oh dear. Okay. Oh, there's a bunch of bombs over here. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say we're gonna need some buckets to drop them into and pray, and we'll do those last, you know? We'll touch them last, just in case. The original Quentin model? No, I've heard it was really, really bad, though. I heard it was really, really bad. I heard it was pretty terrible, but I mean, he's not the only character that's gone through some redos. Like, they redid Claire and she still doesn't look quite right. I'm cleaning up the blood around his body. I think out of all the slasher films, I've probably seen the most Jason movies. Not, like, intentionally, it's just happened, you know? Not that there's anything wrong with Friday the 13th. I quite like Friday the 13th. Dr. Richard Carpenter, huh? Okay, well, we're gonna drop him somewhere where I can actually see him, like here in the shadows. I mean, you can say that about just about any slasher, really. Most of them don't take that much brain power. Okay, now... Am I supposed to throw these away? They're flares. Or, like, what do I do? Do I need to put them in water first? Well, Michael can't die either. None of them can actually die. I mean, there's too much at stake in the money with them. Like, that's the thing, is that you can't actually do versus movies where anybody wins, because then you would, it would be a bad move. It would be a very bad move financially. And also lots of, like, weird nerds would fucking boycott your shitty movie, so... Which makes it difficult to make good. Like, it's not to say that you couldn't make an alright versus movie, it's just it's unlikely that, of course, fucking tunnel, I'm gonna, like, splatter this guy all over the walls. Ugh. Narrow. Wide load coming through. Woo! I'm gonna trip over some office furniture here if I'm not careful. Alright, we gotta turn him around so I can fit him into the furnace here. There you go. Hang on, I'm catching up on chat. Na 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 na. Freddy versus Marley one. No, I wouldn't verse. See this wouldn't work because I'm not you know, just like Freddy, I'm not exactly a completely corporeal creature, right? So yeah, it just wouldn't work. Okay. Do I seriously put this in the furnace? I think I might. I think I just might. Doesn't quite fit, so I gotta... Yep, come on. You're going in! Whoa, that was really weird. Weird physics. Alright, we'll see if that works. Let's see. Like, this one makes sense, you know? Like, we'll just toss this one in and hope it doesn't count as destroying company property. Cross fingers. I just don't like superhero movies. I think they're boring. I think they long ago lost sight of what actually makes that kind of stuff, what actually makes a superhero story interesting. And the MCU, like, not being hyperbolic at all, has, like, fucking done ridiculous amounts of damage to the film industry. Like, people trying to, like, make movies that aren't that, you know? It's conditioned people's brains to want nothing but that bullshit. And I don't mean, like, the story, I don't mean the superheroes themselves. I mean the way they're edited. Oh, it's bad. It's, like... I would take any one of those movies and use them as an example of, like, what not to do as an editor. Like, ugh. It's really bad. I'm purple at the moment, although I think it's about to wear off. Yep. Pew. Yeah. It's because people, you know, people like to mess with the dials on the TV. How you doing, Mossy? Let's see. But Avengers Assemble. Fuck the Avengers. Just making my feelings very clear. I've been put in charge of cataloging samples before storing them in the cryofridge. It's amazing. Did I say fidge instead of fridge? It's truly amazing how much material there is in these specimens. I swear there wasn't this much matter when we took them out of the ice and thawed them. Oh, of course, this is a thawing thing. I'll store the samples as requested, but I'm going to weigh them all. When I'm done, I'll weigh them again and compare my results. If I'm right, this could be a huge breakthrough. Enough even to perhaps silence Dr. Blair's constant self-righteousness. Alright. I got you. Is this one? This is a new one. This is the first time I've had it. Yeah, I'm a little wary of all these flares too. This random knife. I think they're supposed to be like scalpels or something, but they just look like knives. Just like regular knives, yeah? Alright. I'm not saying that superhero movies can't be cool or interesting or anything. I just think at this point in the game that they're not actually interested in doing that. They're just trying to cash in as fast as possible with as much crap as possible. And they've been doing that for a while. What do you have? A knife! I have a knife. Well, I don't. I put it in the biohazard bin, but you know. I think especially as like a film kid that was like always, I had some very, very cool teachers and I had some very big assholes as well, who taught me, and the assholes were always just like, you can't do the weird stuff, don't be like that, do things like this, and then after you've done it like this, then one day someone will give you a chance and you can do a weird thing. And I'm like, no. This is why I've never worked in my field. Oh, so great going to TED for that education. Anyway, my teachers were cool for the most part. The ones that encouraged you to just like fuck around and figure shit out. Then again, I went to a school that's very heavy on theory and less heavy on tech. So I was always like really weirded out when certain professors would like get really antsy with how you used your tech, and it was like, but who cares? Who fucking cares, dude? Like, let me try this. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I had this conversation with Grim recently. I think on the horror show, actually. How I had this one teacher. I think he was my directing teacher. He was such an asshole. He would constantly be like, well, when you are, you know, at the level of David Lynch, then you can be David Lynch. And it was like, David Lynch has always done his thing. He didn't just like wake up one day and was handed a whole bunch of money and told to do whatever. Like, he's always done his thing. And then people were like, this is interesting. What if we, like, let him do features? You know? Like, he's like, I'm sorry, Eraserhead alone. What does this say? I hurt my interplanetary conglomerate. Oh god. Of course it does. I get very up in arms about this kind of stuff just because it's like, shit, like, people over encouraging shit like the MCU is why weirdos have literally no chance anymore. Outside of sometimes horror. Occasionally you can get somebody to back you if you're doing horror, which is an upside to being a spooky person. Because somebody redeemed the green. They redeemed the lichen. I don't know why don't be surprised when I change colors. Y'all got the dials right in front of you. Let's see. I'm gonna just, I don't know. I'm gonna drop one of these in the water and see if something additional happens. I don't know. Watchmen would not be made today. I mean, maybe not. I mean, it's still in the superhero subgenre, so it might. I think you gotta dig a little deeper for stuff that wouldn't get made today. Oh, this might be troublesome. Okay, there we go. This thing has a command line that opens when I do certain redeems. Alright, we're gonna just keep dropping the flares in here, because I'm sus about them. Feel like they might, you know, go off like a firecracker. Vlad! Hey! Hey, Vlad! How's it going? Hello, everyone. Somebody touched a dial they weren't supposed to, and now I look like this. How are you doing? Oh yeah, I love the concept of a potential concept of a multiverse. It's just that, ooh, otherwise. I'm glitching out hardcore. Let me get Vlad a shout out. Both kinds, in case anybody's on mobile. Welcoming, guys. If you don't know me, I am Marley, the curse that lingers over this place. We play a lot of horror here. And right now, we're just having some low-key hangouts to Viscera cleanup. No, back to game. Thank you. Spooky game. Ooh. It goes. This is a pretty small map that I ended up picking out the other day, so we're... Honestly, depending on when my mod is free to do the dubba does, we might even finish it today. I don't know. We'll see. The barrel stacking might take a little while. Always takes longer than I think. What were you playing? I thought I saw you on the dubba dice, but I can't remember what you were playing. Yep, the flares just went off. I was correct. Okay. The shared universe thing, but I mean, kinda, at least in its current state. Like, you know, I will say all of this stuff, and at the end of the day, as long as what you like, doesn't, you know, have a problematic nature, you can like what you like. You know? Is this like based off? I mean, this map might be because they did say specimens thawed in ice, so this one might be because look at these little like necromorphy kind of the thingy. What's it? All right, we got more lore. Brr, another cold day on this wretched moon. Well, I guess I better leave a report. Ahem. We've unearthed 3 life forms in the eye so far. Early evidence suggests bipedal physiology, but there's some strange morphology that has Dr. Blair very intrigued indeed. Tests indicate the eyes to be well over 23,000 years old. Yeah, okay. That's enough of that. Yeah, I mean, they're to a point, like what you like. To a point, like what you like, you know? And my to a point has to do with certain things where people are like, oh, but that's the author. And I'm like, the author ain't even dead and they're actively harmful. Stop it. It's not a passive thing. They're actively harmful and they don't care. That's when I get up in arms, right? What's my favorite horror movie? Oh, that's really hard. So I had to answer this for Grim the other day. By the way, let me catch up on chat before I answer you. It's called Teositas. Oh, the sequel to Tamashi! Yeah. I know this game. Hey there, Yar. How goes? Vlad, if you need to run, if you need to go do de-streamy things, please take care of yourself. Don't feel like you gotta stay here while I ramble things. I'm gonna need to bring bins down, aren't I? I'm gonna need to bring bins down. Yep. I'm gonna bring bins down. So I don't have a singular. If I have to pick a singular, I just tell people to ring and leave it at that, because that's a pretty easy answer. As far as favorite horror movies go, but also like original Chainsaw Massacre, The Haunting from 1964, 63, Pontypool, Sick Nurses, which I watched on a horror show with Grim last week. You know, The Thing's a good one. The Shining is a good one. Alien's a good one. Yeah, I'm glad I could share the Haunting with you guys, because, yeah, a lot of people have not seen the original. They only know the terrible. If they know any of them, they only know the terrible. Don't ask me why I grabbed this. It's just... I was, like, mentally trying to keep myself doing stuff. 28 days later. You know, back when I saw that for the first time, I did like it. Texas Chainsaw will always be a favorite. It's just... It's kind of... It's the performances, you know, in particular, you know, all the actors that played the family, like, whew. Whew. Yes, hi. How on earth? Should also bring some buckets down here, huh? The Haunting is so good, isn't it, Vlad? It still holds up so well. Like, the cinematography in that movie is just, ugh, amazing. Thank you. I will take sippies here in a moment. Here, I'm gonna put this one on this side. And I'm gonna put... I want to get all the goop out of the room before I start messing with those bombs. In case I have to drop and run like I did last time. Cause, yeah. They say, like, standby on them, and I don't know if I'm just supposed to drop them in the water or if there's actually a code somewhere. Cause, dude, it's so good. Especially, like, for an older movie, like, it takes a lot of people by surprise. There we go. I'm gonna get some of these chunks into the bin. Even the teeny tiny ones. Now, those bits might take a little bit more doing. I might have to carry those individually. They're kind of big. I'm sure they'd fit in, but not with all the chunks. So, ooh. Put this over here. Any other little ones, or is it just the big guy? Okay, it's just the big guy. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I got rid of all the office furniture. Let me... I think just one of these should be big enough, yeah? Use one of these nuclear waste crates to step on so I can, see what I'm doing. Because this is just... Ah! A little too big. How am I stepping and stuff? Oh, whatever. No! There it goes. There we go. Alright. Alright, we're gonna leave a trail here. But it'll be an easy trail to clean. Heh. Gotta head to bed. Have a good night, Lab. Take care. Good night, good night. Rest up. Whoop. There we go. Sometimes I can... Yeah, I can clean up the blood without creating too much extra splatter. Woo! Okay. This guy seems pretty full, so I think we need to go get another one. We're gonna walk it, because the bob might send the chunks flying up towards the ceiling. Oh my gosh. Hello, cat. Yes, what are you doing? Oh yeah, I like this one. I like this track. There we go. Oh, he's making himself comfortable. Okay, so here's the only trouble with this, buddy, is your backside's about to sit on the keyboard. There we go. Let's not sit on the keyboard, please. Especially in this game. Oh, I'm super smart and totally grabbed one of those bins on my way back down. Let me just grab this guy. So after we cleared this little area, there's like one other little office we have to clean, and then it's just a matter of stacking crates and barrels. So, who knows? We'll see how far we get tonight. So it's not the biggest one, for sure. Alright, let's get this big ol' hunka whatever. Oh, that was a mistake. It's that big. Okay, hang on. Can I just pick it up back up out of there? Nope. What is happening? Woo! Physics! Look at that! We made a splatter up there! Oh my gosh, physics, why? You know what, let's just clean this up. Oh my gosh. That was... How I find these weird physics things in this game, in a game that is already kind of, you know, a little bit shenanigans with that. Okay, well fine. You want to be in the bin. I got you. He's giving me the thumbs up. He's giving me the thumbs up. We're gonna take him to the furnace this way, and we'll just grab another bin on the way down. Marley playing bug cleanup. I can't even imagine the bug reports on this game. Because as long as it's not game breaking, it's staying in, right? Right? So... I totally did the thing I said I was gonna do and brought a thing down. It's okay. I need to take this up anyway, and I don't know if it's gonna fit in the bin nicely, so it's okay. It's okay. Why am I tripping over myself? Let's get this in the furnace, then we'll grab another bin. Especially when physics just fucks itself. I mean, oof. Especially when you're stacking crates. Y'all, for anyone who was here during incubation emergency, which took us, I think that map took us like a whole, somewhere from like 9 to 12 hours. It was a really long one. It was a really, really long one. I mean, I can't walk into the furnace. It's not open enough. It's not open enough for me to do that, I'm afraid. You can do other things to set yourself on fire, for sure, in this game. Absolutely. But that is not one of them. Okay, let's get the chunks. Can I get the chunk? The chunky chunks? Chunk? Chunk. There we go. Don't ask me why. Wait. What was that weird squish? I don't understand. Also, why did I put this over there instead of here? I mean, if I were to just stand here and hold one of those bombs and not do anything with it, I'd blow up. I have a feeling you might catch yourself on fire if you do something wrong with the flares. Okay, now we see if we can fit either of these in here. Like, if I'm really careful, like, can I just... Can I, like, walk my way... Oh, God damn it. Walk my way out of here with these guys? Like... You know what? Actually, you know which way... Hello? Thank you. Okay, we'll see. We'll see if I'm able to do that. Ooh. Okay. Let's see if we can walk these out. Carefully. And then we'll bring some more buckets down. You know what we'll do? I was about to say, we'll just, to start with, we'll use the ones down there. No, we won't. We're gonna get rid of those, because they technically have bloody water in them, even if they don't look that bad yet. we should get rid of them and only bring down clean buckets to throw the bombs into. That way, if it doesn't work, it's not gonna, like, explode bloody water everywhere. And then we'll start the little, what's it, mabob? It's down there, the thing that generates, like, first aid kits and stuff. So we'll count and see how many we need. I think it's like 3 or 4. And, yeah. I have a feeling Gibbs are gonna come out of this thing pretty soon. Alright, so you're gonna be the spare one that we're gonna set over here in case Gibbs come out of the machine. Okay. Let's see, one more of these, and then we'll move the crate, yeah. The nuclear waste crate that I'm still not 100% sure if it goes in the crates or if it is supposed to somehow be burned. I don't know. You know? Unsure. Hey there, Doomsday. Let's, yeah, let's move this, because I would laugh really hard if it exploded and actually put, like, nuclear goo everywhere. I would laugh so hard, meaning I would cry. Okay. I mean, so the idea is that you are the hazmat janitorial service that cleans up after certain terrible sci-fi horror things have happened. Like, somebody's got to clean this up. Typically, you're being paid by the evil, quote-unquote, the evil corporation, who runs the place. And I just ran right into those barrels. I'm glad I caught myself. Why do we have a welding gun? That seems like an odd thing. We don't really need it down here, do we? I wonder... I'm kind of curious now. Hang on. What if... So these bombs are all here, right? What if they were using it to open something up down here? Sometimes there's secrets in maps. That you can discover. And now I'm kind of curious. Oh, you're just empty, aren't you? Alright. Alright. I'm gonna go grab more buckets, but I also know I need to. Where's it? Where are you at? Where is he at? There he is. USB.
Thank you for the hate clown.
Curses! Hey, Nightmare Nexus! Thank you for stepping through the static. I appreciate it. How you doing?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so wait, we need one here. One. Let me double check from this side, eh? There's a... Okay, 1. 2. Thank you for the offering to the tech gremlins. 2. I'll try to keep this number in my head. Probably fail, but we'll see. 1, 2... 3. I was like, there's gotta be one down here. Wow, I'm shocked. So we're up to 3. 4. Just double checking over here. 4. Isha, hey! 4. 4. There isn't one down here? Okay. Just 4? Hello, hello! Okay, so yeah, I'm curious. Do I let them blow this up and run away, or do I like try to put them in the in the water? Because I mean, the worst thing that'll happen is that I have to like mop up some scorch marks. It shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be too bad. When in doubt, bombs. Yeah, I'm really curious. The last one I picked up started sparking on its own, so I don't know what I did to make it do that. Should I, like, throw it? That's not a throw. Can I... I was trying to see if I could, like... I don't know. That was weird, because the other one just, like, went off, like, right away. Okay, what's the trick here? What's the trick with the bombs? Let's see. Viscera, clean up. TNT? Maybe I should check to do it TNT. And while we're figuring that out, I don't need a light. What am I doing? Oh, we got lore instead. Caches to ashes, rust to dust. Oh my god. Incinerators are... Oh, it's an incinerator ad. Got it. I was gonna say, let's get some first aid kits rocking here. Because there is like a little... Oh. Could that come down? I don't know. Is this considered a mining explosive? Somewhat similar. Dun dun dun. Displays. Yep. Can be detonated. Supernova version. Or hitting it. Oh, well, I thought I did try to activate it while I was holding it, but I guess that didn't work. The left click is supposed to work, but you know what else we can use? To make it slightly safer? Yes, I did burn the incinerator ad in the incinerator. Can use this. And make it, like, slightly safer. A little bit. Is it reaching it? Nope. Okay. Whoop! Wait. Yes? No. All right. Worth a shot. All right. We're gonna need some more. We're gonna need. I was curious to see if it would like explode into an extra tunnel or something with some like dead specimens or something back there. I was curious. Curiosity exploded the wall. Okay, so now I need some buckets down here to clean up the scorch marks. So the scorch marks actually aren't that bad. I was expecting worse, to be honest. Oh yeah, that's totally TNT. That's like bombs or like mining, considered mining explosives. That's why I set them off since they were all piled up there. I was like... Were they trying to open a passage? Mayhap? Apparently not. That was just annoying. Okay, let's see how gross our mop gets. Or if we can, like... Ooh, nice, nice. Seems like we can just kind of, yeah! Then we don't have to bring a freaking mop down here. Woohoo! I'll pick you up and take you upstairs. We'll just drop you for now because you're the only one we've seen. And let's see. Didn't I have a? I don't know. It's gonna be Gibbs, isn't it? Yep. I could just feel it. Feel it. Get in there. The fuck? Hello? Are you actually inside there or not? You don't look like you're in there. Alright. Let's try this again. Alright. And we're gonna leave this hello here so that we can do that. Okay. So we need at least 4 of these. I'm surprised there's like not a space down here, but okay. Mopping through the sides, don't mind me. Okay, hang on. This is what we need. I don't want your fucking... No, I don't want this. I don't need it. Physics are a suggestion, really. Yeah, especially in this game, they just kind of behave however the hell they feel like in the moment. I remember last times I was commenting, maybe, like, because I, like, spilled a bucket, and I was like, how did I do this particular time? I've spilled them before, but how did I do it this time? They were like, oh, there was lag, and I was like, no, you don't understand. This game just looks like that. Alright. There we go. There's one. Alrighty, let's see here. Let's vend a couple more. One more? Yeah, let's go. We're gonna do like our little solo assembly line here. We're gonna drop it. Pirates code looks like rules are more like guidelines. I mean, the pirates code is law. You break that shit, it's gonna be bad news for you. At least back in the day. Source, I was the pirate kid. I was the kid that was into the pirates. Why did you open again? Good grief. Good grief, I say. Okay, we're not gonna be able to...
Perfect.
Hello? Thank you. Hey, Damian. Alright, we're gonna put this one over here because we're gonna need it. And then let's see here. This one can go over here somewhere. Reference to... Oh, I haven't seen any of those movies in a very long time. Wow, that time was my fault. I hit the wrong thing. And I just threw it.
I threw it.
Okay. Alrighty. Now... okay, so we basically... You know what? Hang on. Let me make sure my mop is actually 110% clean. Okay. Just... What? Was it because you were on a hill? I've never had that happen before. I've spilled buckets a whole lot of ways, but never that way. Okay. Let's take this with us. Just in case. And then we'll bring it back up if we don't need it, you know? Let's put this here. So basically we get this out. This out. Ooh. It's coming up super clean. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, then we'll take this elsewhere. We'll leave this here in case we need it. Great work, thank you. Sparkly clean. Now. Oh yeah, the bucket I spilled. I just left here. Alright, I'm gonna make, since it's bloody, I'm gonna be a little bit careful with it. I'm gonna make a little pile of things to take to the incinerator that I can hopefully reach. Yeah, you. Excuse me? Hang on, we're gonna let everybody know. Caution, wet floors. Hang on, we got this. We got this. Yeah, here we go. That way everybody knows. Wet floors ahead. What does this one say? It's the same? Oh, something about the life form cannot be allowed to escape. More lives than your own may depend on your compliance.
Deepest lore.
Alright, let's start. Can't let the Marley escape containment too late. That happened a long time ago. Oh, there's more. I'm gonna guess they should go in the water. I'm gonna guess they should go in the water like I did with the flares. That's just my guess. Alright, there we go. Dr. Keith Blair. Oh yes, Dr. Blair. Apparently right up his ass. About things. I was definitely a pirate kid. I actually come from a line of pirate kids. I was super into pirates. I mean, I still do think they're cool and stuff. Okay, we're going to turn one of these into icky grossness, and we're just gonna dump these in here because I don't feel like bringing a whole bin down here just for these. So we're just gonna make this like a super nasty bucket of water, and then we'll double check for any more. I mean, yes, up here, maybe. Okay, cat. Yes, hi. What is this? What is this? Is this an ear? What is this? Strange. I'm gonna put it in there. Oh, that's a jawbone. Oh, yeah, okay, we've got some actual chunks down here. That's okay. We'll get there. I'll grab the chunk. Get it out of here. I was a big, I never got into just like robot. I can't say I got into robots in general, but I was very into mechs at a certain point in my life. So I still have the soft spot for them, even though, okay, maybe I should have brought a bin down here. You know what? Let's do this. Because this one looks like really precarious, and I'm afraid it's gonna like spew blood everywhere with that arm sticking out. So let's get it in the furnace, and then we'll get a fresh one over there. We'll take one down to the office. You know. There we go. Oh, actually, I need to leave one for the Gibbs, huh? Well, to be fair... I probably only need one for down here. Could end up getting proven... Oh, right. I forgot about you. Can I... Damn it. I was trying to make him fall. I was trying to grab the thing that he was stuck to. Well, forgot about the dude stuck to the ceiling. I was gonna try to have him like land in the bin to make less of a mess. Didn't work out. Nah. Your head, sir. There we go. These, I feel like I shouldn't throw away. Because they're like nice cushy chairs, right? Just waiting to pop, yeah. Thought he had a thing sticking in him that was going to keep him from just coming down, but okay. Well, I stand corrected. We're going to need another bin. Forgot about the dude on the ceiling. Or else I might have grabbed him before I did any other stuff. Alright. We're good though. You got torn in half? Nah, he was stuck to the ceiling. And when I tried to grab him, he just fell to pieces. There we go. Oh dear. Oh, he was stuck with this. I see. I see. There we go. Oh. Can I pick this up? I can. I'm gonna say I should probably put this in the furnace. What am I stuck on? Am I literally just stuck on the stairs? Yeah, I'm literally just stuck trying to get up the stairs with this whole fucking huge body bag. Come on, there we go. I really can't see where I'm going, so I'm gonna run forward first. Make sure I don't bump into anything. Doot-doo, get out of there. Yeah. It's a big buggy bag. A very big one. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, let's start tossing our garbage in there. Our little paper wads. No, not that. There we go. It was a body bag. Now it's ashes. Yeah, okay. Paper cups. Fine, everything's fine. I'll pick up the lore in a second. Alright. Let's see here. Our lore says...
I've been studying the samples from our discovery for 26 hours straight, and I'm even more fascinated now than when I started.
Cells don't appear to be dead, which is remarkable considering they've been in ice for countless years. The organism, which at first appeared humanoid, has begun changing. I'm not sure what the hell it's doing, to be honest, but it's most peculiar. Cool story, bro. There we go. Get this potato chip bag. Hello, potato chip bag? I don't know why is this potato chip bag being so stubborn about going into the garbage? What is happening? Okay. Now the question is, are we keeping these? I don't actually know. I threw all the other office furniture away, but these maybe are supposed to stay. We'll find out soon enough. Because eventually we're gonna, wow, yeah, it's the like clipboard is taking like up way more space than it's supposed to. That's really weird. Thank you for stepping through the static. I appreciate it. And oh my gosh. Hell yeah. Thank you for copying the tape. Thank you, thank you. Cleaning up an office. Well, we are cleaning up the Arctic abode of some kind of lab. Very thing-like. And for some reason my resub fucking alerts aren't going off. Only new ones. And I haven't managed to figure out why it's stuck.
Thank you again, though.
Hey, Stovetop. Alright, let's see here. This is Garbo. Hello? Can I fit it in here? I'm trying not to run into that, thank you? Can I fit it in here? Kind of. Kind of, sort of. There we go. Oh my goodness. You know, this is broken, so part of me, I don't know. Hang on. Still says something's going on here, so maybe I do throw this stuff away. I mean, it depends on the kind of pizza. Is there any goop over here? Or is it just that it needs me to, like, throw one of these chairs away? Hang on. I'll move the chair away. Alright, let's go throw this away then. But see, this is a trick question because I'm vegan, so things like cheese and meat would never play into it. It would be about the sauces and how they taste. Oh, it fell out. How they taste cold versus reheated. And the answer is my favorite kind of pizza tastes good either way. Move that. Butter on the plate, microwave for a little bit of steam back up. Blech. I'm good. Where'd the saw fall? The saw fell out somewhere. Where did it fall? Did it fall through the floor? What the hell? Alright, well, here. Let me finish. Try not to do that. Thank you. I like... My favorite pizza is, obviously no cheese. And, where did the saw go? There it is. There it is. No cheese, with lots of Japanese mayonnaise on it. If you've never had Japanese mayonnaise, I don't want to hear an ew because it's completely different from regular mayonnaise. At least the flavor is, not the way it's made. Well, actually the way it's made is different, which is why it's the Japanese mayonnaise. Along with that, I like it to have jalapenos and pineapple. So Japanese mayo, jalapenos, pineapple. That's my favorite pizza. The most delicious. With tomato sauce, of course, but that goes without saying. Because you need, if you're not going to have any cheese on there, you got to do stuff to make sure that the pizza's not going to like come out totally dry. Okay, what do I do with those? Do I burn those? I have no idea, Raccoon. To be honest. Because I'm not vegan by choice. I'm vegan by necessity. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in. Oh my gosh! Hello? Wait, I did this one already. Hello, hello! Tripodio! Hey guys! Hello, hello! There's two lovely ladies who just came in. Tripodio! Bum, bum, bum! Welcome in! What are you guys doing over on your end? I appreciate you guys raiding in. Thanks for sharing everybody with me. Where did my... Gosh, darn it. There it is. No, you need to go down here. How's everybody doing? Let me catch up on chat here in just a second. Put this in here before I... Swear to fucking God. Before I forget. Hey, Ziggy. Hey, Silver. Hey, Bree. Hello, hello. Oh, hey, Bree. Yeah. Played some Plate Up and then did Final Fantasy 14. Heck yeah. Where are you guys in 14? Because I have a character, but I never finished Heavensward. I own everything besides Endwalker, but I never finished Heavensward. One day. One day. Can I, like... There's a knife! There's a knife. I've got a knife. And also, if I may ask, what classes and races are you? I play a potato falafel bard myself. This has just become a trash can. Oh gosh, I become the Smalls. Well, if you don't know me, I am Marley, the incarnation of the curse that lingers over this place. And we play a lot of horror here. Right now we're having a low-key hangout with the Viscera cleanup. Oh, I can't hit buttons. I was kind of hoping. And you have made your way to the haunt, hang out for freaks, misfits, and other weirdos. And apparently the thing happened, so we're cleaning up after the thing, basically. The thing light. Man, Cat Girl Reaper, Gunbreaker. Gunbreakers are so cool. Almost at the end of Shadowbringers, repatch doing Hildebrand quest. Ah, yes. Oh. Oh, Hildebrand. Oh, Hildebrand. Hildebrand quests are always fun, but they do take up a fair amount of time. Okay, we're gonna just keep putting... Everybody needs to know. Everybody needs to know that, it's wet floors here. Slick with Viscera.
Yeah.
Slaughter Eva, very funny. Yeah, no, it is very funny and super worth it. It's one of the Hildebrand quests that has Ultros the first time, right? Like the first time you see Ultros in the game? Or am I misremembering? Because I remember seeing Ultros and being like, holy shit! I love this game. I have to admit, 14 is also the only place where people are kind of allowed to treat me like I'm cute. Because otherwise I'm not really a fan because people overdo it. But when I'm a Lalafell, I don't mind if people are a little bit, you know, they want to take care of me. That's fine. Please do. I'm a bard. I'm here to buff you. Yeah. I love the Ultra stuff. Yeah, Hildebrand's amusing. Okay, I'm gonna just, since I'm already doing this, I'm gonna put the flares in there like we did last time. I'm trying to figure out if I don't remember seeing these kinds of boxes before, so I might have to look up if I'm supposed to get rid of them or not. Same with the nuclear stuff. I want to make sure that I'm not wrong in stacking them. Protect the supports! Protect the supports, I go down really quickly. There is a arm just hanging out here, okay. Did I knock this over? I must have, there's like no water in it. When did that happen? Oh well. Lalafells. Small, 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 angry, small. Small. I like doing my dances as a Lalafell, especially my little jig. It's very cute. Okay, I need to clean the ceiling here. Thank you for that, clown. That's so funny. Actually, the first character I ever made in 14, like a long time ago, before Realm Reborn, like when I was just checking it out, I picked a row. I was big pirate lady. Giant pirate woman. It was fun. But that's hilarious, Wendy. Alright. Well, regardless of whether I'm supposed to stack these or not, they do need to come out of here. Hello? There you go. Uppies from Giant Pirate. Yeah. And I made sure that she had like a big eye patch and everything. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be a big pirate lady with an eye patch. And everything. I have one secondary character, but I never did anything with her. She's a monk. I just made her for funsies. She's a Mikote. Balls. Alright, fine. Be that way. Let me through. She's a Mikote named Nekomata after the demon in Shin Megami Tensei games. And of course she has to be a monk because she needs to be able to, like, do her big claw attacks and stuff, so. Oh my god. So yeah, I was like, maybe one day I will actually bother to mess with a secondary character. I just wanted to make her for fun. Oh yeah, I have played all except the first one. I never did get a copy for my PSP, which is kind of fine because it's kind of a bit of a hardcore dungeon crawler for me. My fave is probably 2. 2 is technically split into 2 games. And I like Innocent Sin a little bit more. an Eternal Punishment. But Eternal Punishment is kind of cool because the pro tag is actually not a dude for once. P5's a good one. P5's a good one. I really like Persona 5 because they kind of went back a little bit to the old school with the demons. I kind of appreciated that. Alright, come here. We're gonna put you also in the furnace because we have a broom and we don't need to. Thank you. There we go. Okay. Wow, okay. We got a big old... What's the thing here? Okay, did I get all the... Did I get everything off the ceiling? Did I do it? Ladies, if you need to de-stream, by the way, please. Please, please, please. By all means. If you need to raid and run. Take care of yourselves first and foremost. Favorite story-wise, but 3 is the most emotional... 3 does have the most emotionally charged ending. Easy. Easy. There we go. Hi? What are you doing? Pick it up. Let's see if it blows up the furnace. Nope. Everything's fine. Yeah, I feel like... So, like, with 2, it's tricky because it is split over 2 games, so... Like, I don't know how to say how I really feel about the end. Is this a toothbrush? Because it's not as fresh in my mind as 3 and 4. I never finished 5. I liked what I played of it, but I never did finish it. I think because at a certain point, the big hype around 5 started, and it actually kind of killed my motivation, frankly. Kind of killed my motivation to get through it. I was just like, okay, I'll... Hello? I'll come back to it when it's... Okay, seems like we can leave these guys. Really? It doesn't care about the explosives. Are you sure? Doesn't seem to care about these boxes either. I don't actually know what the difference is between either of these, but they're not going off either way, so... Might be like a little spot of something here when I pulled that body through. I have to admit, as much as I always loved, love the Persona games, but I did probably spend more. Did I spend more time with the regular Megami Tensei games? I think maybe I did, in the grand scheme of things. Digital Devil Saga, Nocturne, and stuff. Nocturne was my first Shin Megami Tensei game, so... Alright, clearly putting it in water didn't help, so we're just gonna... let that explode over there. Oh! Look at all that smoke. What a furnace. Okay. So let me double check. Are the nuclear waste things actually... Okay, so putting the TNT in the water is good for keeping it from hurting anybody. Let's see here. Viscera, cleanup, nuclear waste. Yeah, what do I throw away? Let me pause it for a second here. If it's broken, you burn it. When you're near it. Okay, the green stuff is for non-bio stuff. Okay. Got it. What it? Actually, you know what? Let's save while we're here. Alright. So this is for bio. Okay. Garbage. Looking for Garbo. I'm on a Garbo hunt. And a bio hunt. Invisible blurred. What if I just got rid of this altogether? How would you feel about this area then? Something here is gross. Okay. But this is all I can really do when I can't see anything wrong, you know? What is setting this off? Is there something up there? Oh, there are bodies up here! Gosh darn it. I forget who asked me this recently. Honestly, any of them. Any of them depend. If you're not into action movie kind of stuff, don't play 5 or 6, but otherwise, I mean, any of them. Any of them, really. Wow. Okay, so I need some crates to get these bodies off of here. Alright. I love you, Boombox, but I am gonna move you away. Alright, so I probably didn't need to throw any of that office furniture that I already threw away into the burner, but as long as we don't throw too much out, it doesn't count against us. Oh, I have one of these. Here we go. Here, I'm gonna do it from here. Makes more... Nope. It makes more sense to me. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've never done that house. You're good. Woo! Back down, please.
I need up.
You're not stuck on anything. Come on. I understand when you get jammed in, like, you're not stuck on anything. I swear to God. I played for Onward, I feel like RE2. Yeah, the RE2 remake was pretty good, according to most people. I still haven't gotten through it yet, but it's on my list. Nope. Don't push me off! If it just wouldn't push me off, it would be fine. This is getting really boring. I hate when it does stuff like this. You're not jammed. The RE3 remake is not bad, it's just shorter than people wanted it to be. That's literally it, and some people don't like Nemesis's look. That's it. It's not bad. Not everybody was into trash bag Nemi, so... Alright, I'm just gonna make a mess throwing these things down. I don't feel like trying to, like, drag bins up here, so I'm just gonna make a big old mess dropping these things down. Ooh, this guy I'm gonna drop in the shadows over here so I can find it again. The remake of 3 is just very linear. From as I understand it. It's just very linear, it's not what people expected. They expected something longer. They're used to, because like in the old RE3, Nemesis could just kind of show up just about anywhere. And as I understand it in the remake, he's only like set spots, really, that he shows up. There's a lot less of that. So I don't know why they decided to do it that way, but that's how they decided to do it. They're gonna make a big old mess down here, but it'll be much easier to clean down there than up here. I mean, I too like the original design. I think the trash bags look is a little bit funny, but the thing is that mentally when I see him, I don't think trash bags, I just kind of fill in the coat. I just like mentally fill in the coat, so I don't even think about it anymore. Alright, this is getting pretty gross. Wow, I cannot reach that. Okay, well, I'm gonna just drop down here. Okay. I mean, I don't even pay attention to the nose. I think it looks fine. But that's just me. I know not everybody likes it. Also, I would be more annoyed. Like, what is going on with this texture here? That's blood, but it's like not letting me clean it. So at what angle are you gonna let me clean it, game? For the less harm? Yeah, I know, it's great, isn't it? Oh, is this because I somehow, yeah? Somehow his head rolled off. Okay, maybe we took care of it now. Maybe we took care of it now, yeah? Maybe? Let's go see if we can throw this in the... Yeah, everything about this game is very, like, it's meant to be amusing. It's meant to be kind of tongue-in-cheek and, like, ooh-hoo-hoo! Did you see what we did there? Honestly, him looking like that one hamster photo kind of endeared me to him. Nemesis, that is. It kind of made me go, oh, I like this. Weird, like, scared, hammy Nemi. I mean, if you want a good taste of what the old ones were like, just play the remake of the first game. Not that. Sure, whatever. Let's just do this. I just, like, I can't play 5 because of the whole app. Like, I know it's over the top and stuff, but I can't get past the after thing. It's just, it was so fucking insensitive, and I just kept, they didn't stop it. They kept it going. Instead of being like, oh, don't worry about it. They're basically like, oh, don't worry, you don't just kill. Yeah, anyway, I'm not gonna get into that. Like, you can kind of look past it to a certain point for the sake of the story, but at a certain point you're just like, this is just a Japanese developer being incredibly insensitive. Which a lot of them are, because they don't understand racism. The average Japanese person is actually quite racist, even if they don't realize it. And I'm gonna source, I lived there and had Japanese friends.
Arba, night! Have a good resties.
I'd be willing to play 6 as a joke kind of thing with somebody to actually do co-op with me. But as much as I like Wesker, I ain't gonna, as a villain, I ain't gonna play. I knew I was gonna do that. I knew it was too close. I ain't gonna play 5 ever again. I'm just not interested. I don't even like watching other people play it as much as I like watching them play like 4 or something. Because I wasn't very good at 4. I even went through a period where I kind of hated it. But I got past that when I realized I just didn't want to play it. I wanted to watch other people play it. I think I might play the remake, though, at some point in the future. Anyways! Yeah, 4 through 6 are meant to be a little bit sillier, although I think 4 is maybe the least of the bunch. I don't know. Maybe not entirely. Maybe it's mostly Leon, but yeah, they're a little bit more action movie silly. You're fine. Come on. You're fine. Come on. Yeah, I don't know. I've watched other people play 5, and I just can't see myself ever enjoying it. Well, fuck you too. I don't need you anymore, so it's fine. Ah! Alright. Alright, let's see. Let's see if we actually took care of the bio problem. There's like the tiniest hint there, but it should be fine. I got Employee of the Month when I had one of those, you know? So. Alright, let's run down here with the bio one more time. Make sure I didn't miss anything. And we'll check for garbage. I feel like 7's almost... 7 does return to the old form a bit, but it's also its own thing. Because that's the first time that they've ever done first person. Something is setting this up. So 7's very special in that sense. It's very different, it's very special. And people were actively like shitting on it for that before it ever came out. They were like, I don't want to play in first person. That's not is it an evil way? It's like, oh my gosh. Give it a chance. You know, I'm not even a first person, you know, fan. Okay, did I get some blood that was like hidden? I think I did. Because I saw some on my... 7 was awesome. 7's one of my favorites. It might even be my favorite because I'm such a freaking sucker for... You know... Southern horror, or southern set horror. It's so real to me. Okay. Okay, we're doing another... Okay, we're gonna do another scan down here. Before we presume. Sorry, I threw your computers in the, furnace. I thought I was supposed to. Whoops. I liked 8 too. I would need to play it again to know where I feel like it fits in my own personal, you know, hierarchy. Alright, let's see. These are some of the bigger ones, yeah? Are they gonna get mad at me if it doesn't... They might, if it's not perfectly inside the orange, you know? And you're super tilted. What is going on here? Fine. Go next to each other instead. I hate box stacking. Honestly, literally the only part of Resident Evil 7 that I have any problem with is the weird scene where they like go out of their way to be like, oh, but the bikers wouldn't hurt you if they were not infected by the mold. They're good people, really. And I don't really know why they did that. I thought it was way better to leave it kind of as a bit of an unknown, considering that Lucas is a piece of shit no matter what, and they knew he was a piece of shit, and they didn't stop him. They just covered it up all the time. They just kind of covered for him all the time, and he's a piece of shit. So it always kind of confused me that they would go out of their way to do that. Like, just the line at the end, maybe, where, you know, Ethan's like, you know, this is technically a family that got caught up in all this, and really, I have to remember that, you know, they were innocent like me, you know. It's like, that would have been enough if they absolutely had to have something like that in there because of test audiences or something. But the whole fucking scene, weird, like, almost like dream sequence scene with Jack is just like, oh, this is so dumb. Please, please don't do this. Please don't do this to your cool character. Part of what is so great is that it's kind of ambiguous who these people were before the mold took hold, you know? Justice for Zoe. Ugh, I know, right? Alright, where's the really big one? This guy. Here we go. There you go. Can I reach the other one from here? I'm trying. I cannot. There we go. All right. There we go. Do. Yep. Yep. Slightly tilted, but it'll work. Oh, that garage fight is great. I always spend that fight singing "Hit the road, Jack." And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. But he gonna come back. Oh no! I misgauged. I have such bad depth perception. Nope. Gosh darn it. Okay, we're okay. We're gonna lean this back this way. That's fine. That's fine. Yep. You better start running, boy. I know, it's just so real, and I liked sneaking around Marguerite and stuff. Like, it was just, it was such a good game. I mean, for those that don't know, Resident Evil 6 almost destroyed Capcom. So they needed a home run that was a little different from the others, you know? Yeah, this is literally on a slant. Wow, they're evil. Alright. Now, I know I got all the ones down there, but did I get all the ones here? Did I really and truly? I think I did. Okay, I'm gonna put you a little more over here. Good. Hey, Violetta. 7 better than 8. They're too different. I don't know that I could say. They're too different. In my opinion. I don't really like saying. Which one would I pick? Am I more likely to just grab? I'm more likely to just randomly grab 7. But that's not a reflection on 8. I'm more of a sucker for the setting of 7. You know? But I like the setting of 8 too, because there's all kinds of fun gothic stuff going on there, you know? Also, how are you, Violetta? Oh, I love 8's goofiness. I love it. Because my feeling with 7 and 8 is that with 7, they pulled it back a lot. They pulled a lot of the bombastic stuff back. Not that it didn't exist, just they pulled it back. You know, and they tried to rely less on that. And then in 8, they leaned back into it, to me, the appropriate amount. Like, they earned their goofiness in 8. But, you know, that's just me. Seven feels quite real, yeah. It's part of my... I mean, that's part of why I like things like Outlast as well, is 'cause it's like, no, this is so real. This is so real. This is so very real. Also, by the way, how did you like Evil Within? I was lurking a little bit, but I missed the end. I don't know what you thought of it. I wanted to know what you thought, because speaking of games that are divisive, I fucking love Evil Within, and I can't stand Evil Within 2. And most people, I mean, like, I would say 95% of people I speak to who have played both are the opposite. So, yay, I'm glad to hear it. Because I love the total, like, weirdness and, like, no, they don't wrap everything up in a bow. Did you think they were gonna wrap everything up in a bow? How could they possibly wrap everything up in a bow? That's not the kind of story that it is. Hodgepodge stuff from Silent. Yeah, no. You got an idea? Let's put it in, boys. That's basically what the devs said. Yes, it was Dandelion. Complain about how, yeah, it really is. Like, we just spend the whole time. And I looking back, I broke it too, probably, and that was probably part of the problem. The stealth is useless in that game. Like, I hated it. It was completely useless. I like when stealth works. Okay, we might have finished this one. Let's double check for bio. Quadruple check, I mean. Triple check in some cases, quadruple check in others. Oh, we got more barrels. There we go. I was like, I thought I had more. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, they wanted to like, I don't know, they wanted to play around, and I get kind of mad when I see the devs like looking back on it being like, oh, we did too much weird stuff. We put too much in there that didn't have a point. It's like, don't apologize for pushing the envelope and trying things. Please, we need people to think that it's okay to do stuff like that, especially with a budget. Because they're not like AAA. Tango's not like AAA, but, you know, they're not exactly, you know, low, you know, super indie or anything either. So I was always like, I remember seeing interviews like that, and I was like, how dare you say that about Nakamura's drawings, all her creations. They just dropped the skins that Ikumi san designed. Too bad I'm broke. Because I want them. I want all of them. They did the right amount of weird stuff. It makes sense. Yeah, no, that's my feeling too. I feel like the besides the fact that I hate too being this like open world setting bullshit thing that I had no desire to wander around in at all. I was always just gunning for the next objective, and anytime I accidentally ended up in a side mission, I would just run away from it as quickly as possible. And I thought the ending was terrible too. I thought it was really lame. I was like, wow, I preferred all of, you know, I don't usually prefer my own theories in full over what ends up happening. Like, usually it's like, oh, not what I thought would happen, but that's neat. You found a fucking Uzumaki coloring book at Walmart? What? 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 I shouldn't say you get things like Silent Hill Bold Nightmares. Well, and like Silent Hill was supposed to just be a Resident Evil clone, right? Like, it didn't start out as like this thoughtful, like, psychological thing. It was just meant to be like, okay, we need to cash in. Resident Evil did a cool thing. Let's cash in. And then Team Silent kind of actually didn't do that. They didn't exactly do that. They didn't do it that well. How are there? I threw these in the fire last time. Why are they back? Why are they back? I'm gonna like give them a state change so they're sitting on the ground, and then I will put them in the fire because I'm sick of this shit. Get. Oh, get. I will throw this whole goddamn thing in the furnace. Don't think I won't. Also, I want a Uzumaki coloring book. I ain't gonna go to Walmart to get it. Certainly not where I live. I bet you did. I would've. Silent Hill succeeded because it failed at what it was actually trying to do. And the team, like, argued about it and about what they were supposed to be doing. Like, some of them wanted it to be more Stephen King-like than others, and yeah. It was, and therefore, a unique thing was born. Get out of here. the last time I put you in my janitor box, I ended up with like 3 boom boxes at my next map. And it was really weird. And 2, and they diverged from the Resident Evil even more. Yeah, exactly. And then in 3, they were like, well, you know, 2 actually didn't review that well, so let's maybe try to tie it in with 1. And then 4, there was like almost nobody left of original Team Silent. It was like a completely new team, save for like 1 person plus the Yamaoka or something like that. But I love what 4 did. Alright, we're gonna... Maybe we've missed something, but I'm good. Give me some extra paperwork. IRA, please tick the box that describes the severity of the incident you worked on. Best day ever. Woo! So even though I've definitely done this map before, I never got the achievement for it, so I'm glad we did it again. We got exceptional, not employee of the month. Probably because we burned a few too many, office chairs.